Maybe I could have stopped it if I just ran a little faster. Faster! The reverse Flash to travel through time. We have to find out what he changed and change it back before they kill everyone on the planet.
When Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox, was released in 2013, it marked a turning point for DC's animated universe, setting a new standard for how deep, emotional, and cinematic animated superhero films could be. Based on one of the most iconic storylines from DC Comics' Flashpoint, the movie takes the audience on a thrilling, emotional journey through time, consequence, and destiny. It's not just another superhero tale about saving the world. It's about how one man's decision to change his past can reshape the entire universe, for better or worse. The film dives deep into the life of Barry Allen, the Flash, and explores what happens when the fastest man alive decides to run back through time to prevent the most painful moment of his life, the murder of his mother. That single act becomes the spark that sets off a chain reaction across time and space, creating a world unrecognizable to both heroes and viewers alike. The movie opens with Barry Allen living a life filled with loss, but also with hope. Driven by grief and love, he uses his incredible speed to travel back in time and save his mother from her tragic fate. But when he wakes up, everything has changed. The world he once knew, the Justice League he fought beside, the city he protected, the people he loved, has been twisted into a dark reflection of itself. There is no Justice League. Superman has never been the world's symbol of hope. Bruce Wayne never became Batman instead. It was his father, Thomas Wayne, who dons the cape and cowl in a world that has lost all sense of order. Wonder Woman and Aquaman, once allies and heroes, are now rulers of warring nations locked in a brutal global conflict that threatens to destroy the planet. What makes the Flashpoint Paradox stand out is its tone. It's darker, more intense and emotionally charged compared to most animated superhero films of its time. The movie doesn't shy away from showing the real consequences of heroism and the heavy burden that comes with power. Every action has a ripple effect, and Barry's desperate attempt to fix his past becomes the cause of unimaginable suffering for millions. The film captures the essence of what makes time travel stories so fascinating: the paradox of choice and consequence. By changing one moment in history, Barry unintentionally rewrites the destinies of countless lives. Gotham becomes a nightmare version of itself, where Thomas Wayne's Batman is a bitter, violent vigilante haunted by the loss of his son, and Martha Wayne, driven mad by grief, transforms into the Joker. This twisted mirror of the world we know creates one of the most gripping and tragic portrayals in the entire DC animated canon. The emotional center of the film remains Barry Allen himself, a hero torn between heart and duty. His motivations are pure, his intentions good, yet his actions have catastrophic results. Through his eyes, we experience the guilt, confusion, and desperation of someone who tried to make things right but only made them worse. His journey becomes one of redemption and self-realization, as he realizes that some pain is necessary, and that trying to erase tragedy can destroy everything that defines who we are. The film uses this emotional depth to humanize Barry in a way that few superhero stories manage to do, reminding us that even heroes are vulnerable to their emotions and mistakes. Visually, the Flashpoint Paradox is stunning. The animation style is sharp, fluid, and filled with dynamic energy that perfectly matches the chaos of its story. Every battle feels brutal and raw. Every explosion feels impactful, and every emotional scene is framed with care and precision. The action sequences are breathtaking, especially the confrontations between Wonder Woman's Amazons and Aquaman's Atlanteans, which showcase an apocalyptic scale rarely seen in animation. These large-scale battles contrast beautifully with the more personal, emotional moments, creating a balance between spectacle and storytelling. The color palette shifts dramatically between scenes, bright lightning effects for the Flash, dark reds and grays for the war-torn world, emphasizing the fractured state of this alternate timeline. The film's sound design and score amplify its tension and emotion. The music swells in moments of heroism but drops to haunting silence when the weight of Barry's decisions hits hardest. Every scene feels deliberate, from the crackling sound of the Speed Force to the echo of gunfire in Gotham's shadows. The tone is gritty yet sincere, and that sincerity gives the film its heart. It doesn't rely on humor or lighthearted banter to carry the story, it lets the tragedy and stakes speak for themselves. This maturity in storytelling makes the Flashpoint Paradox not just a great superhero film, but a great film, period. The film also serves as a bridge into a new era of DC animation. It set the foundation for the DC animated movie universe that followed, influencing the tone, style, and interconnected storytelling that would define later movies, like Justice League, War, Son of Batman, and Throne of Atlantis. Without the Flashpoint Paradox, those stories might not have existed in the same way. It essentially rebooted the animated universe, mirroring what the comic event did for DC's print continuity. This made it more than just a standalone film, it became a cornerstone of modern DC storytelling. The alternate versions of familiar heroes are among the film's greatest strengths. Seeing Thomas Wayne as a grizzled, gun-wielding Batman offers a fascinating contrast to his son's moral code. His version of justice is cold and ruthless, born from the pain of losing Bruce instead of his parents. Wonder Woman, usually a symbol of peace and wisdom, is reimagined as a ruthless warrior queen, willing to wage war in the name of Amazon supremacy. Aquaman, instead of being the noble ruler of Atlantis, becomes a vengeful king driven by pride and revenge. These changes give the movie an edge of unpredictability. You never know what familiar face will appear next, or how different they'll be from the hero you remember. One of the film's most memorable elements is how it handles Superman's story. In this world, Kal-El never grew up under the care of the Kents. His ship crashed in Metropolis, and instead of being raised by loving parents, he was captured by the government and kept in isolation for years. When Barry and his allies find him, he's weak, pale, and afraid, a haunting reflection of what happens when hope is contained instead of nurtured. This version of Superman adds another layer to the film's message about destiny and nurture. It reminds us that heroes are not just born, they are shaped by their environment and choices. As the story builds toward its climax, the chaos of the alternate world intensifies. The war between Atlantis and Themyscira reaches a devastating peak, with entire cities destroyed and countless lives lost. Amid this destruction, Barry struggles to regain his powers and fix what he's broken. His determination drives the final act, as he races through time once more, battling both physical enemies and his own guilt. The confrontation between Flash and the Reverse Flash becomes one of the most emotionally charged moments in the film. It's not just a fight between good and evil, it's a battle between fate and free will. The Reverse Flash taunts Barry, reminding him that his actions have doomed the world, and for a moment, Barry must face the truth that sometimes even a hero can be his own greatest enemy. When Barry finally restores the timeline, it's with a heavy heart. He understands that some wounds must remain, and that true heroism means accepting loss instead of running from it. The final moments of the film are deeply moving, as Barry delivers a letter from the alternate timeline's Thomas Wayne to Bruce. It's a simple yet powerful scene, a father's words from another world, reaching the son he never got to see grow up. It encapsulates everything the film stands for: love, loss, sacrifice, and the enduring spirit of hope that defines every true hero. Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox, remains one of the most powerful and influential animated films in the DC library. Its story is bold, emotional, and unafraid to challenge its audience. It shows that even in animation, superhero stories can be deeply human, exploring themes of grief, consequence, and redemption with the same emotional weight as any live-action epic. It's a story about how one man's heart can change the world and how even when everything falls apart, heroes find a way to make it right. Years after its release, the film continues to resonate with fans as a reminder that being a hero isn't about changing the past, but about facing the future with courage and compassion.